Okay, what's up, guys? Had to use the flash and everything on this to make sure I get the right amount of lighting to do this review. So excuse me if I'm not looking directly into the camera because I don't want to be blinded. But you got to do what you got to do to get the right lights. So, but this video goes out to Nutnfancy. Yes, I guess I'm kind of calling you out, maybe. Just to be forewarned, I am a TNPer, new to the TNP, so I would like to thank you for putting the videos out because I've changed the way I do my EDC because of you, and I've got a better look on tactical stuff and just a different outlook on the way I do things because of the TNP, so thank you. But I'm doing this review, and hopefully, since I'm going to put attention Nutnfancy on the top of the video, you'll see it, see this product, take my opinion, and pick a pair up and do a review because you have better capability to use this glove to its fullest in a tactical sense than I do, and I think it deserves justice from a guy that can really put it to the test. So this is a glove review. It's the Mechanix original insulated glove. Okay, so here's the gist on the insulated glove. I'm going to be reaching over here because I got my laptop so that I can start giving y'all statistics and stuff. Or not statistics, but you know what I mean. The insulated glove on Mechanix Wear website goes for $27.99. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, and here's the inside of the palm. Okay, and then there's the inner area of the glove. So, yeah. We'll get to this more in a second. But, the insulated original glove is similar to the original glove in design and looks and everything, minus the insulation, okay? You have an insulated and fleece-lined back of hand to provide warmth and comfort. And I'm reading this directly off the website. And so, on the original Mechanix Wear gloves, right here on the back, you had kind of a breathable spandex material, which I can even, in spreading it, I can see the light coming through, so it is breathable. But it's fleece-lined on these ones, so that it breathes still, but it's not giving you that, I guess, the release of heat as quickly, okay? Or that's the theory behind it, okay? Then you have a water-resistant, durable, water-resistant coated fleece and inner liner to keep your hands dry on the palm. So this fleece is artificial though. It's not a real fleece. So here's what Mechanix Wear website says about it. The brisk cold air can make even the simplest tasks the most burdensome. So we created the original insulated glove to lock in the warmth. A comfortable layer of form-fitting fleece lines the entire glove, preserving warmth without sacrificing valuable dexterity. We went a step further and incorporated a durable water-resistant coating and a water-resistant liner in the palm to keep your hands dry, and to top it all off with a low-profile thermoplastic rubber enclosure, and you have a critical cold weather tool. Features. Form-fitting fleece preserves warmth. The TPR, or thermoplastic rubber enclosure with a hook and loop, we'll hit that in a second. Reinforced panels provide durability. Fleece-lined palm with water-resistant coating, like I've said, and it's machine washable. Okay, so they said the intended uses are for multi-purpose cold work, shooting sports. Right there, Nutnfancy, that is you, brother. That is you. I've seen a lot of videos of you wearing the Mechanix glove, Coyote Tan to shoot with. Now I know you don't like black, but this is a tactical glove. This is the only color it comes in, but I would seriously stress the fact that you pick up a pair and do a review. Please, if you don't do it for anybody else, do it for a fellow TNPer, and a new one at that. So, equipment operation and DIY home improvement. That's what this glove is intended for. Now, let's get off the garbage on the website and let's talk about this glove, okay? I worked at Discount Tire for 2.5 years, okay? And we used the high abrasion Mechanix glove, which has the high abrasion resistant fingertips that have been sewn over top of the fleece. And they are fan-freaking-tabulous. I went through like 900 million pair, okay, working at Discount Tire, because we have to deal with the impacts, we have to deal with lug nuts, you know, tires with exposed steel, cut your hands up, Duncan tires for flat repair, let's see, balancing tires, using a hammer to hammer on weights. So there was a lot of damage that can be done to these soft pink little things at the end of your wrist, as Nutnfancy would say. So we used them quite frequently, and they worked fantastic for us. So seeing as how I'm probably going to go back there to work for them, I picked up another pair, which they didn't have these when I worked there. They had the winter armor, which were pretty big and bulky for what we used, and then they had the originals. So they kind of met in the middle and made this glove. So let me get the other one on, fasten them up so y'all can see. Okay, now, first things first, let's talk about fit. Anybody that knows anything about Mechanix gloves and has owned a pair knows the fit. But for the people that have never bought Mechanix wear gloves before and are looking to buy a pair, especially one for the cold, it has been like 19 degrees for the past 2 days here in Amarillo, and these gloves I've worn both days. I've had them for about 4 days, and I've got to say, where the cold is concerned, they work pretty well. Okay, I went outside earlier because I had to take the trash out, packed a couple snowballs in this, threw them around, you know. Yeah, the palms, they are water resistant, they are not waterproof, okay, so they are going to get wet eventually. And I can feel the palm on this one starting to get a little bit wet, but that's coupled with sweat from my hand because I've been wearing them inside, you know, trying to do this video in 4 and 5 different tries, but, so, yes, they are going to get a little bit wet, and they are going to breathe, and that's where the issue that I have with most gloves. When you want dexterity, you have to sacrifice somewhere, and most of the time that's warmth. Now, these gloves do a better job than the originals at keeping the warmth in, but where I'm concerned is when they get wet and when the wind is concerned, because here in Amarillo we have atrocious, ferocious wind all the time. I can't even remember when the last day we didn't have any wind was. So, that being said, it's more than just cold, just a still cold for us down here. And then when you top it off, working in wet, frozen, you know, snow and all that crap environment, these are going to get wet. They're probably going to freeze if there's a lot of snow, and you know, it's going to suck. But it's nice to know that you have just that little bit of extra protection for your hands when it comes to that work scenario. Now, in a shooting scenario, your hands probably aren't going to get that wet, so I can see these gloves reloading magazines and adjusting scopes and stuff like that, and pulling back actions, you know, sliding back the racking the slide, and sliding in magazines in and out of a handgun. I can see these working really well, you know. They feel extremely comfortable to do a grip with, okay, you know. So that feels fantastic. The fit on Mechanix wear gloves are always grade A, okay? Now on these gloves, I have seen some complaints of the pinkies being turned in right there. I don't know how well you can see the pinkies, but they do get turned in sometimes, and people complain. But one thing you gotta know is with Mechanix wear in general, they are a grade A product. You know, they always send out the best, okay? Sometimes you will get a glove that's, you know, but don't let it turn you off, because I have gone through hundreds of pairs. So let that be known. Now, the cuffs. The cuffs on these are fantastic. I know Nutnfancy complains about the thick rubber, okay? He has the ones in the videos that I've seen. He's got several different kinds, but the one that I've seen him display the most is the one with the elastic spandex cuff right here that doesn't have this. It has a tag that says Mechanix wear in yellow, and it goes all the way around, okay? And then you have the closure back here. Those I used when it was that style back in 2011, and then I've used these style, and I like this better because for me personally, right here where the sewing on the hook and loop is, on those old styles, it would peel away, and on this side too, and it would make the glove not fit as well. Now, that was just what I encountered, And anyone that's used the Mechanix original glove knows that right here on this inside of the fingertip, and probably right here, is going to blow out after excessive use. Right here on the thumb is going to blow out, right up here towards the top. And then right here, going to blow out. And then I've had pinky blowouts right here, okay? But the palm usually stays together pretty well, okay? The fit, I can go on and on about the fit. You have some reinforcement right here, which I can see helping you out when you're gripping a gun, especially a handgun or something that you have to have a great grip on. I can also see this little piece right here being helpful for, you know, safety, magazine release, and stuff like that. So these gloves I know are going to be big for tactical shooters that want a tactical black, which, I mean, look at this. You can't get more tactical than black on black on black on black on black on black. So that hits the nail on the head. The one thing that I didn't like about the gloves that I had in the winter, the original high abrasion, that these hit was right here on the original ones. They have a flexy kind of spandex material, and I would constantly be wiping my nose, you know, like this, because it's cold. You know, my nose would be running. These have fleece right here, which is fantastic because you can wipe your nose and it's not going to run your nose raw. So these are machine washable. Keep them washed. I haven't done a significant amount of testing with these, and my hands are already getting warm. But I will get another video with some miles on them. I'm probably going to buy another pair for home use. But attention Nutnfancy, please pick a pair of these up. 27 bucks. Do a review, please. I would love to see it because I think you'd be impressed by these, especially in a cold weather scenario since it's February. So this is to all the people on my channel, all the TMPers that watch this, Nutnfancy, you in particular, and anybody else that's on your channel that wants to hit this up. Give me a comment. Tell me what you think about my video. Tell me what you think about this product. And look up a couple of my other knife videos. So thank you to all the people that watch. Thank you Nutnfancy for giving me insight on EDC. And we'll see y'all later.